Hello and welcome to game number 1. Actually, it's all best out of ones. What am I saying? Of GosuCup Asia. We are here with Neolution GosuCup Asia number 7, and we are here with the loser bracket finals. We see Zenith and Mineski, the teams that faced each other at the start of the day as well. They face each other, having Zenith drop to the loser bracket, Mineski to the winners bracket. With Mineski getting dropped down just now by Rising Stars, and the winner of this match will face up Rising Stars again. And if you're wondering how Zenith got here, they got here by first getting dropped down by Mineski, as I said, and then they beat Dreams, who got dropped out first of the 4 teams that were remaining today, of the 240 teams that signed up yesterday. And of course I am here with my co-caster, Skim. Welcome back.
Hello, and thank you for having me once more. I gotta say, watching Zenith is always nice because their drafting usually doesn't take long. They always immediately pick or ban something. I mean, this draft so far lasted for what, like 2 minutes, and we're almost through it. So
yeah, I was like, normally I start when the drafting screen is just up, and then when the outro is done, there is like maybe 1 or 2 bans or so. This time there were already some heroes picked up, so that went really fast. And I mean, sometimes I think Zenith draft is just going like, hey guys, what do you want to play?
Yeah, it really feels like it.
It does. So I really like it. They normally indeed make it worth it to watch, and we indeed see a Slark. You mentioned that they picked it a lot yesterday.
Yeah, they played it to great extent, mostly on the offlane, which I find really surprising.
Oh, that's interesting indeed. Did they then play the next mid in this case?
Nah, they had something else. Ice always played something else, or Yamate, like Queen of Pain, or what was it? Yeah, Invoker. But looks like it's going to be Nyx Assassin mid, as you mentioned.
Yeah, perhaps. We still have, like, the possibility of Slark mid is still kind of there, but it really depends. We could even see a Visage mid. This wouldn't be the first time that we would see that. I mean,
that's true.
In terms of bans, we've got, for example, for Zenith, they banned out and the Queen of Pain and the Puck, so that's 2 mid lane heroes banned out, so they might have been preparing for something for themselves. We've got, I mean, the Kunkka, the Lone Druid. Do we even need to mention them? Mineski.
Yeah, they watched.
Done their homework. They watched. Ban out the Duro Ranger. Weaver, Gyrocopter ban out as well. They faced the Gyro in the first game that they played. And even though they won that game, still not really a nice hero to face. Rubik getting banned out last year. OD, a hero that normally always wins his mid lane. There's very few heroes that can actually win from OD. We've got the Alchemist, Shadow Demon, and Batrider there for Mineski as well. As, I mean, Batrider picked up. That's just a result of having the Queen of Pain and the Puck banned out. And that actually could mean a big difference here. Slark can of course pounce off the lasso though.
Yeah, I think he does. He
does. Unless he is not fast enough, because he has to of course cast it first.
Yeah, that's true. But we'll see. It's a really interesting draft so far. I think this is the first time today I haven't seen a Treant. And of course the Puck and Queen of Pain pick ban out by Zenith. Rather unusual, but this is kind of typical Zenith. They don't really give a crap about what to ban. I mean, sometimes they don't even ban anything at all, and I think they have resorted to this kind of, okay, we'll just ban anything, so we don't have to wait until the timer is down, kind of ban style. But yeah, also this does of course leave through a lot, like the Visage, Nyx Assassin, which they really like to play, especially the Visage.
Yeah, and he's just, of course, a very, very strong hero to have around. And I like the Enigma pickup as well. They played it in the previous game that we saw of them as well, right?
Yeah.
They were that. Yeah, they were.
Was XY in the jungle.
Yeah, so we'll see how they can deal with that. With the Rubik getting banned out.
Wow.
And okay, they waste no time. They pick up the Razor, so that's going to be really annoying to the Alchemist. Can't really do anything in fights if he gets static linked. And Silencer there will actually help out Alchemist in that sense, because the Razor will end up getting silenced. I like it. I like both lineups.
Me too. And Ice picks up the Slark, so I guess he's heading towards the mid lane.
Yep. And then Razor to farm on a Trilon. I hope it's going to be an aggressive Trilon with a Razor.
I hope so too.
And a JOD. Let's see if he can live up to Funzy.
I actually would have liked to see the Enigma in the mid lane. I think what makes OD so strong is that you can basically disrupt someone from last hitting, but if you have the Eidolons, you can still last it with them.
Good point.
So I actually would have liked to see that, but it really looks like it's going to be Ice on the mid lane.
Yeah, well, I actually would have liked to see indeed Enigma mid. But yeah, I think Ice Ice
Oh,
will
wait.
be the good call. Actually, Ice Ice picks up a shield.
Yeah.
Let's just see who's playing what, because we do have Ice Ice playing the Slark. Wow, I did cough like
A lot.
yeah. At once. Thank you. But like, I thought it was gone. But oh well, no, Slark will be played by Ice. We see the normal Ice playing the Nyx Assassin. It will be X-Freedom on the Visage. With Yamate actually playing the Razor this game. No real surprise actually. With X-Bite going towards the top lane on his Enigma.
Yeah. And on the Radiant side, we have Jay on the OD, most likely heading towards the mid lane. It is G on the Silencer. Looks like a support Silencer on this Trail lane. The unknown guy still on the carry Alchemist are on the Shadow Demon, and Oa on the Batrider, most likely heading towards the off lane.
Now, looking at from his items, he actually is building for a fast bottle. So I'm not too convinced that he is indeed going on the offlane. He might actually have OD going there, but yeah, you're right. I would expect him to be on the offlane, but item choice wise, I'm not too convinced. We do have a Razor solo mid, by the way, and an aggressive trial with a Slark.
Oh, this is
New
unusual, to
things.
say the least.
I like new things. Let's see, Rune was top, Illusion Rune for the bat. And he will end up going top, yeah. Oh no, D indeed mid. Okay, then that's no surprise there. Still goes for a bottle on the bat right on the off lane though.
Yeah, he gets the bottle crow. But it's it has kind of fallen out of favor with the bottle nerf because usually you have like at least two here. Well, if you have a bat running off lane, you usually have like two guys with the bottle. But OD is not really the bottle hero. He didn't even buy for it, so.
Oh. Let's see. Look at that static link already going through. Very annoying. And it's, I mean, Static Link is also such a cheap spell.
Yeah.
So he can just, even if he gets away from, like, if he gets less mana with the Astral Imprisonment there, he's still gonna be able to do it. The only thing that is downside for him is that he won't be able to take those last hits. That's gonna be his worry, to get denied too much by the Astral Imprisonment.
But Yamate is really doing a good job so far.
Yeah.
Both of them, I like how both of them are stealing something from each other, damage basically.
Yeah.
Although Razor is not losing any damage, but OG is getting some damage back by stealing the intelligence.
Yeah, and he actually picked up the Unstable Current.
Or the bot lane.
Ooh, might have a first blood on our hands. Nice impale, nice, nice Unstable Concoction. Hits up on 2. Visage getting killed off. First blood goes to G on his Silencer. And that will be a Slark pouncing up on R, and the R will end up going down. Another impale will do the job. There goes a stun though. Spike Carapace does still do some damage. Make sure that Ice doesn't take any damage. It might be enough for Ice to take a kill here. But look at this Nyx Assassin trying to juke his way away from G. But it's not going to be enough. And actually G ends up going down. Slark now looking for another kill. Pounces up on the Alchemist. And that's going to be a double kill for him. 3 kills in total. And that is... I mean, that's a trial lane wipe. They gave first blood for it, but I would say that's worth it.
I was about to ask you, like, which trial lane do you rate stronger? And then suddenly...
And suddenly that.
Yeah, that was... Oh, but nice jukes from Ice, staying alive there. I mean, I was sure he was gonna die, and was like, okay, Ice is at least getting a rebuttal kill, but no, they get just 2 kills and don't die anymore.
Yeah. And I mean, the killing potential on both teams pretty high. I would say probably a bit more on Zenith still, purely because of those impales and the soul assumptions. But Silencer, I believe he had mana for last word, he just didn't cast it, so quite surprised about that.
Yeah, it felt like it, but yeah, I think the engagement overall it looked really good for Mineski. I mean, they have a really strong level 1 lineup with the last word and the concussion, but now that Zenith got a few levels up because of those kills, especially on the Nyx Assassin. I mean, leveling up and getting the carapace was really clutch. He didn't get any damage from the concussion, so... Or not most of it, actually.
Yeah, we are seeing continuous harass in this mid lane, though. I like the build of Yamate. He picked up the Unstable Current just to harass that OD a little bit more. Wait a second, bottom lane, troublesome. We are gonna see Slark taking a lot of damage. Slark still alive for now though, eating a tangle. We'll be able to stay alive. Silencer not so lucky. Nyx Assassin getting a kill. Now R will be next. Unstable Concoction charged up once again. That will be a nice double stun, but the pounce still hit. And it might still be Razor going down, and it looks to be Razor still going down. Maybe Slark will take a fall for that as well, but that's worth it. Took down 3 kills again. That's 2 times that
Freedom.
the tri lane has been wiped, and that's still Shadow Demon's Poison indeed taken down. Freedom. So I guess they took a bit of extra in return right now, and I might actually call that a draw, especially since Slark was the one that died still.
Yeah, I think so too. That was basically a draw.
Well, look at this Nyx Assassin though.
He's really stacked in terms of levels, yeah.
Yeah, and he is 0-3-0. And Nyx Assassin, support Nyx Assassin to get those at a fast. Wait a second, Yamate in some trouble here. There goes the Esmeralda Imprisonment, some more flames being put down, 4 stacks of Taking Napalm. That's his dead.
Yeah,
Sick
he has
charges?
so
What?
many sick charges.
But yeah, he's
But
still
nah,
dead.
he has to fall.
Yeah. Trying to buy as much time as he can perhaps, but ended up still dying. But yeah, I mean, oh wait, Pounds. Seriously, these teams, they don't give us any space to talk about anything else apart from kills. There goes a stun, Slark. Is there counter initiation? Yes, there is. The slow is still there though on G. And that might be enough. 2 shadow poisons. Not gonna kill him off. Still shadow poison level 1, I think. Actually level 2.
I'm really not sure why Ice is that greedy. I mean, if he's level 6, I can totally understand it because he can regen up in like 2 seconds. But he just wasted tangos, and he might even drop now.
Yeah, disruption's gonna be there. And oh my god, that disruption just makes sure that Slark was safe.
Yeah,
Just
that was too
just
bad.
a bit too late, and Alchemist was forced to throw a stun on Freedom rather than on someone else. The Pounds, it hits. That's not gonna be something that Slark might want to do though. Okay, they got the Alchemist, great, but they lose a Slark for it, not great. The thing that I was gonna say though, Nyx Assassin getting a lot ahead here. Nyx Assassin at level 6 is of course gonna be having a big impact in this game. Just to maybe even try to force out those global silences from the silencer, as he can, if he gets initiated on with the Vendetta there, then he's almost gonna get forced to use the silence just to not die. That might help out the team.
It was a weird engagement anyway. Ice was a bit too far behind. He had to get in position for a good impale, and he didn't even get it. He tried to get a 2-man impale. He walked around and waited a bit. Only hit the Alchemist nonetheless. And I don't know. It's really troublesome for Zenith that G has been involved in all those kills. I mean, look at this int growth. He has 4 intelligence stolen already. It doesn't seem like much, but if you
Top tower
well,
is under attack.
you have to think about it. It's going to only get more throughout the whole game. So
Yeah, it
great
is
stuff.
definitely a lot. I mean, we've seen a lot of silencers, support silencers, for that matter, having a big impact in the game and just maybe turning into a bit of a semi-care. And they're actually gonna go again. Sun being charged up. We'll be trying to go for Ice probably. There we go, pounces himself away and will be stunned under the safety of his tower. So ended up being safe. This is Mineski on the safe trial and being aggressive though.
Top tower is
yeah,
under attack.
and they're playing it really well. I
Yeah,
mean,
oh,
look at the golden.
Pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Stun, silence, ice. Dark packs it off before the damage is done, which is great.
But yeah, look at the golden experience graph. It's almost dead even in terms of experience. It just went up a bit. And gold graph is not too big. I think the only reason why the gold graph is so in their favor is because of XY. He's farming like a beast.
I actually don't want to swap to a different lane. But he is farming really nice. He's 44 to 13. He's highest up on last hits in a nice. Look at the difference between him and OD actually. That's massive.
Yeah, he's really doing a great job. He's transitioning between lane and jungle all the time. He's so good at that.
And in the meantime, Ice is out of regen. He's still sticking around though. Level 5. Needs to have his level 6 I think before it can be even more aggressive. Same thing goes for Ice. It's confusing. Ice and Ice. Yes.
It is indeed. Especially since if you check the Steam profile from Ice, his aliases used to be Ice as well. That was really confusing when I was casting yesterday because both of them have prior aliases as Ice. So.
Yeah, you just have to wait and see what role they play and then you know.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, it was the same thing when the Quantic went for fake nicking under their own team names. Members.
Oh really?
Yeah. At some point it was like, oh my god, Goblak is gonna go mid on the OD, but it was just
Oh
crazy.
yeah. Okay.
But, yeah, it was really confusing. And then you look at their profiles later on and you're like, okay, you don't know which one it is. They went on different names, but oh well. Meantime, Razor sitting on 27 to 11 with the OD. Not doing that bad either. I mean, he is sitting on 33 to 15, so even getting a bit ahead. But not
but
as
if you
much as I was thinking he would, actually.
Yeah, if you look at the net worth, OD is so much far ahead. Yamate is not having the best time. I mean, farm-wise, okay, I guess, but he got killed once, so...
Yeah, well, we actually have got Team Zenith on their way to make a difference on the bottom lane. Or at least the supports with the Yamate there as well. I think it's nighttime. Yeah, they should be able to get a kill. There goes the slow. Nice global silence helping out. That might actually be enough with a nice S-Rom person with the one person that they needed to shut him down.
Yeah, that was great reaction.
Global silence. This is silence at level 6, and they're actually gonna go on this bottom lane again. You're gonna go Force Lock, and even no, he can't get away. Or can he? He can be invisible. Actually, they don't have detection.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need it.
No, he doesn't need it. It's just gonna region up quite nicely now.
Yep. It's a free heart when he turns level 6. It's awesome.
By the way, Oa is only like 300 gold away from his blink, and XY actually didn't go for the blink, goes for the mech. I like it. He did it before as well in the last game, so it's. Was it actually him?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah. No. Yeah, it was.
Freedom,
yes.
Wasn't it?
I'm not sure. Oh, bottom lane concussion.
Oh, wait a second. We're watching Oa first. Oh my God! He interrupted that black hole. That was a very nicely timed flame break, but we were watching bottom then and where Shadow Demon went down, but that wasn't as important as we just saw. Nice impale, misses though, Pounce misses as well, and that should be Zenith out of this one. Storm will charge himself. Yeah, that was some nice play on the top lane. Of course he didn't know that the black hole was going to be casted, but XY, he went for that black hole while the flame break was already in the air, basically. That's short period of time that Oa had. He was able to interrupt that, and he lived.
Yeah, that's really too bad. Because I think with the black hole down, like, I mean the black hole, you don't even, just the fear of having the black hole is always just strong enough. Especially when you can TP down to your trail lane and support them, but now he can't for like at least 160 seconds.
Yeah, in the meantime, I mean we saw that the supports of Zenith were leveling very fast here on the bottom lane. Oh, that's gonna be the smoke already gone off. Alchemist came a bit too close. But yeah, there's still no level 6 upon the next assassin, while that silencer, we already saw him having an impact with his ultimate. Pounce, hits, Shadow Demon, disruption is still going to be there, and the Soul Catcher as well though, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at all. Shadow Demon will end up dropping Freedom with the kill. In comes the Alchemist, charging up a stun, gets the vision up on ice, but the Spike Carapace will end up stunning both of them instead. And will not allow them to dive. We have got Jay coming in here to this Radiant jungle to see if he can help out. Kill off some enemy team members, but doesn't look like he'll be able to. Look at that courier. That courier is actually scouting a bit, or was. Maybe slightly. But that should be... No, it still doesn't make the next assassin level 6. He's close though.
Yeah, he's really close. And he really needs the thing, I think. If he had level 6 like in the gank before, when they tried to kill the OD, that would have been a definite kill. Oh, top lane, the Lassie with the blink. That should be a kill.
That's gonna be one XY dead. Doesn't have 6 charges anymore, and will end up dying. Does end up taking the tower though, and that might actually be worth it.
Yeah, almost. He's fairly close to his mech. But it's not looking good for I want to say. Oh, wow. I thought it's not looking good for Zenith, but they're somewhat 2k ahead. I guess that's the tower?
I think that is the tower, but as well as just that Enigma. Because he is high on farm, highest on level, so he's just doing really well for himself. And the thing is, how much of an impact will he have? Because he's going for Mechanism. Mechanism will definitely have an impact. But will the Bed Rider have more impact? I think yes.
I think so too. He can pick off all the supports just by himself. Well, Nyx Assassin could maybe be a bit more troublesome, but I guess taking off like picking off like Razor and Visage shouldn't be much of a problem for him.
No, I think so. I don't think so either. I mean, even Razor. I mean, he's level 8. He doesn't really have that big of an impact. His net worth is very low, actually. I say it's very low purely because of the fact that he has been mid lane. He hasn't been even doing that bad, but I mean, he died. We are seeing the Alchemist doing a little bit worse than he is, though. And Alchemist, of course, was on the top lane and actually ended up dying 3 times. I mean, his silencer might be able to get ahead there very, very nicely, but he himself, he's not having a fun game.
Yeah, he really isn't. Ice on the other hand, his net worth is looking great as well. Didn't actually know that he was farming so good.
Yeah,
he has earned phase boots, so it's not looking too shabby.
Not at all, and actually getting ahead of that Alchemist indeed, just very important. I would say Tri-lane,
Oh, OG in the mid lane.
And that he already went back. No sentry ward anymore. We saw the sentry ward earlier in the river, but it's already being... well, it ran out. Probably the 3 minutes are over. Jay with that haste run though, very safe. Blink in, Lasso gets XY. The global silence helps out as well, and that is gonna be an eclipse dropping, but nobody dies. That mechanism really helping them out right now. Is it gonna be enough is the question. They don't take down anybody just yet though. That asks for imprisonment and the disruption buy some time, but they end up going down. Both of them. Silencer dies, Shadow Demon dies, and OD dies. Yamate alive on very low HP, but alive nonetheless, and will end up helping take down the tower with 168 attack damage stolen, which is quite nice. But I didn't even realize that until that just happened. They just kept 2 people dead, or sorry, 2 people alive, sorry, by the Ask for Imprisonment and Disruption, because they were on the same team, obviously. But that's very tough. All of a sudden, as Zenith, you can't focus on anybody else, because nobody in your area is alive anymore. They did not end up winning that fight, obviously. And Zenith taking a tower in return as well. But yeah.
Yeah, that was really... I mean, ISS was standing there and like, guys, who am I going to attack now?
Yeah, it's like everybody's gone. Wait a second.
Exactly. That was really... I mean, at first I was like, oh my god, really clutch save with the Astral Imprisonment, saving the Silencer, I think. And then just the Disruption as well. It's just annoying to play against. But
yeah.
Overall, Zenith still really good team fight. The mech, as you mentioned, really clutch, because...
Without it, they would have died.
Yeah. The initiation from Mineski was really strong. Like the Global Silence, the Sanity's Eclipse, and on top of the Global Silence, the Curse of the Silence as well. Although it's just level 1, so it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, the initiation was good, but the mech was just too strong.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's gonna... it has a lot more meaning right now than... Like, it doesn't scale that well. But just the fact that Zenith was able to win this fight purely off of that one item might have actually put them a bit more ahead than they were before, because they already were ahead. And right now, even with the tier 1 bottom taken down as well, I mean, they're gonna be around 5.5k ahead in terms of gold. Experience is gonna be still fairly even. I mean, the kills go back and forth all the time, so no surprise there. But Zenith is definitely doing really well, and we see that XY is actually building towards a BKB, so we'll be able to continue casting. Of course, the global silence really annoying. Everything is really annoying. Apart from, like, he can interrupt his black hole. But when he has a BKB, the only thing he can worry about is the lasso, and then he'll force the lasso up on him, so that someone else of his team will be able to just have a good time and attack people. So it wouldn't even be that bad if he gets the one that gets lassoed.
Exactly, and when he's using his black hole while in BKB form, Batrider has to be really careful where he blinks to lasso him, because if he blinks into the black hole, I've seen that happen, so
they leave the tower in the night range, which is quite a shame actually. So that will be the night tower.
But they're not denying it somehow.
Yet.
Maybe they don't realize it.
They don't want to deny
Nah,
it.
they're probably just gonna leave it right there a bit for map control.
Yeah.
Because they lost all their tier 1 towers. The map control is totally in Zenith hands.
Roshan, tier 2 tower at the bottom, is the only one that they can TP to. The lowest, the best one that they can TP to for Roshan.
Exactly.
Right, and Zenith still has all their towers standing as well. I mean, it's going really well for Zenith, even though they had an okay start. They didn't have a bad start for sure. Yeah, so they didn't get the first blood. They end up getting quite a few kills there on the bottom lane. Stop the Alchemist from farming in the end, which is worth it. And get their supports to some levels. The only danger that they created was the Silencer.
Yeah, and also the mid lane that didn't really pan out that well. I mean, Yamate is still struggling to farm properly, but all the kills, all the towers, they really put him back in the game.
Yeah, we actually see Yamate picking up and drums and face boots, just making him able to already fight. Like, the thing is, like, if you're gonna be a Razor and you're gonna be already in fights, I think you should have higher level plasma field. But I do get why he went for the stats that he went for, the skills that he went for. It's quite surprising to see that actually, but.
Yeah, that was good for the laning phase, but as you mentioned, now he has to upgrade plasma field. I wouldn't even skip. Would even skip the 4th level in unstable current. It's not going to provide him with too much, and plasma field is really good new.
I agree. Trust you guys. Especially on those supports. They're actually gonna go in on this. There goes the plasma field already. Stick charge will heal that up. Lasso on the back end of things. Catches out the Slark, but Slark, he just continues running forward. Tries to help kill off Jay. Jay able to run himself away. Soul Assumption though from the low ground will get that kill in the end. Silencer went down in that mess as well. We've got the Shadow Demon 1 hit away from dying. 21 HP. Looks like he'll be able to stay alive, and he actually is able to help kill off the Slark. Together with Jay was still in there as well. Alchemist, he got the last hit on that kill and able to stay alive as well. And it looks like we are seeing Zenith backing off. Being sent home by Owa. That was a really messy fight for both teams. Like, I didn't know where to put my camera.
Yeah, I agree. But in the end, Zenith came up on top. They killed the OD and the Silencer. Only lost Slark, so that's not too bad. But the Shadow Demon, I don't know. He escaped with like 10 HP. He was really close to
21.
dying. Yeah. So.
1 urn charge could have done the trick. There's still 2 up on the Slark. Slark died, obviously.
Yeah.
Or
He didn't really. Also he lost vision because he was like behind a tree and stuff.
Yeah. Nice play from the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, but he had a bit of a misplay though. The Enigma and then the Global Silence came out, and when Enigma came out of the disruption, he wasn't silenced. He could have used his spell, but there was nobody around him, so didn't have any effect. But it was kind of funny to watch because he just walked in and tried to get a black hole in.
Yeah, he didn't end up using it. He still has the BKB that he's building towards, but he now still also has the cooldown. In the meantime, Slark was able to pick up the OD mid. We see that Shadow Demon will end up still going down. Razor with the last hit, using his ulti to help out with that. Looking for a kill. The Impale misses though, and that should be the Alchemist out safe. Or he still has the last 2. Might try to go for this. Can blink himself in. Doesn't have a Force Staff out just yet though, so it's gonna be risky if he tries to go for it. He's gonna have to be ready for it.
Yeah, I think they have to let this tower fall. OD is still down, Shadow Demon as well. Although, well, with the glyph, then yeah, they're going. No, it doesn't look like Zenith want to try again.
No, but they're at least not they didn't try to defend it, just a fortification to force them back. And you know, Zenith, they're gonna be okay with this. They picked up themselves the Medallion of Courage again, so they're gonna go for Roshan probably fairly soon. With fairly soon, it actually looks like it's gonna be now. Bedrider though with a Force Staff will mean a big difference.
Yeah, but Slark at the same time picks up a BKB, at least avoiding most of the damage coming out from the opposite side, and especially against Outworld Devourer, it's a really good item to have, the BKB.
Yeah,
that's
that's the one thing.
Yeah.
BKB and OD is like can't do
Don't
anything.
go. Exactly. Looks like Mineski. It really feels like they don't know the Roche is going on.
You're right. Look at the ward positioning, by the way.
Yeah, they should have seen it actually. Like at least Slark moving in.
No, they just put that new one there. Just
okay.
just a moment ago. But I
yeah,
mean,
right.
like Zenith has got wards everywhere. They're
That's
like,
fair.
we are gonna be going aggressive, and they can do that. I mean, they don't need to have wards in their own jungle, considering they still have all their outer towers. And look at this, they flee. Mineski does not want to be here anymore. They TP out.
Yeah, they really don't feel safe in their own jungle, and this just goes to show how big the map control is for Zenith.
Yeah, and we see them trying to go here. I'll blink away. Right into a ward of the Dire though, and they could try to chase this. If this would have been a Nyx Assassin to initiate with that would have actually been
Or top
okay.
lane,
But yeah,
OD.
Nyx Assassin went top lane and kills off OD with help of the Razor. Actually, Razor got solo experience there because Nyx Assassin was sitting in the Astro imprisonment.
Yeah, but still, it's fine. It's fine. Actually, Razor looks like he's going for an Agadim. Is he? He has a point booster.
Maybe a Bloodstone.
Oh.
More stats, more tankiness. I don't know.
Or
Actually,
it's just a casual point booster. Or it's Scotty, of course. Scotty's also the possibility.
yes, Skydy would work.
Radiant's top tower
Two tier 2
is
towers
under
still
attack.
left standing, taking down some damage here on the one. Still have the one in the mid standing, of course, as well, but already fairly low. And I think that they might actually be able to take this down. There's no fortification. Nice curse though, but they actually forced them back.
Yeah. The acid spray, the shadow poison spam. Those are actually good nukes to keep
Radiant's middle
keep the
tower
crew
is
guys
under
away.
attack.
Successfully so. But it is Mineski that actually back off from that top lane, while Zenith is still hanging around there. And they actually have got Slark coming there as well. Slark, who just walked past the sentry ward of the Radiant team, so they know that he is there. Well, then now they see him as well. He's just standing near the tower, so okay. But that will force Mineski back towards the top lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's see how far they can get. And if they actually want... Oh, Bat Rider. Bat. Looking for someone. Blinks in. grab someone, but that is Bedrider already dead. Global Silencer not here. We come. XY turns on his BKB. We'll be looking for that black hole. Can he find it? He only finds one though on the edge. Disruption is gonna be there, holding the Alchemist in place. Black hole therefore not really all that useful, but it is the Silencer that still went down. Jay on the run. Jay dead, and that is 3 dead. Ultra kill, or mega kill rather, for the Razor. And we see that he is trying to go for a double kill. Gets it as well. Gets the Alk. And that is still Freedom getting the last hit up on the Shadow Demon. And that is a team wipe for absolutely nothing in return.
Yeah, that was just insane. Also, the amount of damage that Yamate dealt, because he stole so much damage.
Yeah.
And that was just insane. When Alchemist and Shadow Demon tried to kill him, he ran away. But then he turned around and was like, okay, actually I can kill him. He just turned around and killed them. So, Zenith, once more, great team fight. They didn't even need the black hole. It was completely useless, basically. So, just goes to show how far ahead they are. Look at the goal graph.
Do I want to?
Nah, not really.
14k in favor. I mean, Zenith, they're just ahead. There's no denying it. Experience graph, same story. Well, towards the 10k. He did pick up an Agonist, by the way, the Razor, that is. So, that's kind of nice. I think it got buffed with the later specs, didn't it? For him as well. They don't take a Rex out of that, by the way.
Yeah, well, but at least they damage it, and I think they can come back. The Rex are now exposed, and they feel really confident with their lineup, I think. And now there's a blink on XY as well, so he maybe can get a better black hole this time around.
Yeah, and a blink on the Nyx Assassin as well, so initiation aplenty for Zenith. Question is, where are they going to initiate? And if they now initiate middle, they can take down tier 3, take down Rex, rotate top, and take Rex there as well.
Yeah, exactly. So
Maybe
it's really looking good for them. Looking at the net worth, I mean, XY and Ice is just so far ahead. XY almost doubling the net worth from Mineski's carry.
Yeah, Alchemist. I mean, we saw him getting the Shadow Blade, and now he's still trying to build that BKB, but it's taking so long. He can't find the places to farm. The control is totally in the hands of Zenith, and like we see the wards. There's no wards up anymore for the Radiant side. They only have this tier 1 tower, tier 2 tower still standing. Oh, they go for this BKB to non XY. Getting Demonic Purge though. Won't be able to get in for a black hole just yet. But well, he doesn't have it anyway. Blink in, Lasso grabs the Razor, but is it gonna be enough? Global Silence trying to help out, but the mechanism gets popped, and it will be Yamate that is able to get himself out. While the Shadow Demon still goes down. We see Jay having some trouble here, trying to get himself away. The Malphite still ticking through. Forced off to the low ground as we have Slark. Where is he? There we go. Picking up a double kill while picking up the Silencer, and now also picks up the Alchemist. Triple kill for him, and that is again 2 heroes only left alive for Mineski. No full team wipe this yet, but I think they're going to be able to take down a tier 3 tower of this again, even though this time Razor is actually a bit lower than he was before.
Yeah, they're going to retreat. They're just too low in HP, and there's still the OD, the Bad Riders still up as well, and of course the Shadow Demon with the Shadow Poison harass. So just stay away, region up, maybe take Roche because he's back in like 3 minutes, and now with the Aegis they can siege down the tower, and they're looking really strong. Ice has Eyes waiting for the Global Silence to come out, only then using his BKB, and he just wrecked the whole Radiant side because they really didn't expect him to be there, and he actually backstabbed them. He ran around and just, you know, killed the supports.
And if supports are important in this game, you want to have your disruptions, you want to have your demonic purges, even though that did get used this game, and you kind of need them.
Yeah, especially his Silencer. Silencer deals a lot of damage, actually.
Yeah, semi-carry indeed.
Yeah.
For sure, even though his net worth is actually fairly low. We look at the difference between the net worth of supports though. And I know a lot of that is towers, because of course no towers down on Zenith. It's really making it tough for Mineski supports actually to get their core items up. But it's, I mean, 3k difference is a big difference.
Yeah.
Or 4k even if you're a Shadow Demon.
Looking at the hero on Mineski's side with the highest net worth, OD, he has basically nothing. I mean, 7k reads nice, but looking at the items, that's just 4 staff and an Ogre Club.
Yeah, he died 5 times.
Yeah.
Got 2 assists. I mean, it's 8 to 25 to be fair. I remember it was even at some point, fairly even.
Yeah, it was. It was. Like, in the beginning, the Trolans were trading blows quite effectively. Like, wasn't really in anyone's favor. At least it didn't really feel like it.
Yeah. Look at the Nyx Assassin. I mean, I already mentioned him when he was 3-0-3. He is 4-0-13. He's been in 17 out of the 25 kills. Hasn't died yet a single time. and is looking so incredibly good here. He's the only one in this game that hasn't died yet, by the way.
Ice in general always makes sure that he is really involved in all those team fights and is always like really some sort of playmaker. I'm actually surprised to see him on the Nyx Assassin because he's been playing like the Visage for the past day or so. Every game of Visage. Oh,
ooh, Ice getting nice dark pack actually. He gets last suit, but he gets away from it as well. Black Hole catches 2 this time, and this time there is damage. This time there will be 2 dead, 3 dead as Bedrider still goes down to the Slark, and this should be GG. As actually in the fountain, there was some fountain killing going on where Razor still killed the Shadow Demon. Jay is the only one left alive for his team. He just has to see his Rax fall because there's really no way that Mineski can defend this right now, and they don't have buybacks either.
Yeah, this is definitely GG. Zenith is too far ahead, and the initiation this was just so great. The blink in from the Nyx Assassin, 2 men impale, follow up with a black hole, and Ice basically killed, well, kept 3 heroes occupied by himself, so Zenith just too far ahead. Will take maybe even 3 sets of racks depending on how Mineski wants to defend this, but it's just going to be the second set.
Yeah. No GG yet. No mega creeps yet.
Well, it's a best of 1. It's a best of 1. In a best of 1,
you have to fight.
yeah, exactly. The incentive to call the GG is very small in the best of 1.
$200.
Exactly.
That's what you get for 3rd place. You want more. You're only 1 step away from making it to the finals. I mean, if you win this, oh, they are gonna try to go for it. Lasso, catch up with X Freedom. Global Silence helping out, but look at the damage up on this Bedrider. He's already come down. In the meantime, Ice just hitting things in the enemy base. BKB already ran out though. Looks like the OD was having some problems. He's the one that didn't die in the previous fight, but will be the 3rd one to die right now, as of course the SD already died earlier on. Double kill for XY. And that is gonna be an Alchemist that still tried to land a stun, but it doesn't really matter that much by the looks of it. Ends up going down nonetheless. Triple kill. GG is called. Mineski, they take the 3rd place in this Neolution GosuCup number 7. And we will see the grand finals, which is also best out of 1, I believe, between Zenith.
No, it's best of 3.
The one was best out of 1, I've been told.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna check it though, but it will be Zenith regardless, facing against Rising Stars. And that's actually 2 teams that haven't met this tournament yet, so met each other in this tournament yet. So we'll see which one of those 2 teams will take home that number 1 prize, and we can call them the champions of this GosuCup 7. As soon as the throne falls, at least. And again, we might have a short break because then it might need. They normally take a bit of a break, be that the smoke or I don't know what they do.
Yeah, no, they really take long to get into the lobby. At least few players with them.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see which one of the 2 teams is fastest.
I think it's going to be Rising. Actually, Rising Stars took their time as well. So.
There's the last 2. He gets one though, but the stun is there from the birds. They don't get a kill though.
Raze is really tanky though. Look at him.
Yeah.
The Aghanim BKB.
So tough right now. In the meantime, Creeps are doing the job of Zenith taking down the tier 4s.
Oh wow, he just stole 200 damage.
It's almost getting yourself a rapier. It's cool.
Yeah, basically. Now he binds the Sanjin Yasha.
Damage though. And his ulti is just insane.
I'm not, I still question this Razor pick. I'm not sure. I think they could have won with another pick as well.
Yeah,
but
I think so too. It wasn't the Razor that won them the game.
Exactly.
It was actually in the end. I think it was part of the top lane, Enigma getting that mechanism up real fast, and the bottom lane having the Nyx Assassin die.
Yeah, I agree. The Nyx Assassin really made a lot of stuff happen with Impale, and also Ice, I gotta say, he is really good job at like keeping those heroes busy.
I agree. Let's jump ourselves into the next game though. It is Zenith taking on Rising Stars in the finals of the Neolution GosuCup number 7. Of course, with me here is Skim. You can follow him on twitch.tv/SkimGaming. Same thing goes for twitter.com/SkimGaming. And of course, you can also follow me on SheeverGaming on all the social pages. So stick around. More games coming up your way in just a moment. As long as you sit tight and don't leave.